Hello, my name is Abdulazim and I work as an AI test engineer at Testiva. So today I will be giving you a brief overview of the testing tool we have for AI voice agents. So this is the tool and this is the dashboard where we can see an overview of the testing for the voice agent. So it will show different stats and overall health of different layers of the voice agent. So moving on to the new scenario. A scenario uh, in this tool means a simulated call between our caller agent versus the voice agent. So our caller agent would have a role, objectives, and it would have different behavior as defined by us, and it would uh, be testing how the target voice agent responds to that role and behavior. So for that, we have to set the identity for our caller agent. So I will be adding information. So here I've added all the details required. So I've given a name to the caller agent, a role type, and other information such as backstory. And I've also given the caller a goal, which in case is to book appointment with a particular doctor. And then we can also add multiple success conditions, failure conditions, as well as assertions. So assertions we offer, we have different types of assertions which represent the expected behavior. Under behavior, we can give the name of the scenario and settings such as max turns. Next is configuration. Here we can configure the voice profile we want for our caller agent. So we can select any provider for the text to speech. I will be using ElevenLabs here. Then there's different options for the language and accent, gender, age. So I can select any type of voice profile I want. Next is audio degradation. So this applies different audio effects, such as background noise, for example. If we want to see how the target voice agent would handle background noise in the call, we can enable that. Then there's options for codecs degradation, low volume mumbling, etc. There are also options for network effects, such as latency, jitter, packet loss. So these are for negative scenarios, uh, which represent real world scenarios. So a real world call can have latency or jitter or packet loss. So we can add that here. So after selecting the effects and the voice profile, we can see a short voice preview.
Hi, I placed an order last week and I still haven't received it.
So you can hear the background noise and the packet loss here because we enable that. Next is the WAD and endpoint testing. So these can be enabled for different scenarios such as barge in or side injections or early cutoff detection. Next, this is the LLM setting. So we can configure what LLM model or provider we want to use for the caller agent and the judge LLM, which will evaluate our conversation at the end. And this is for setting up the thresholds for the different metrics we have. So we can set up any values for the different metrics thresholds. So after this, I will create the scenario and it would be added in our library of scenarios. Now I will be moving on to the module of AI generator. So everything we did manually for creating a new scenario that can all be automated through the AI generator. So the only input required would be the user story. So I will be giving that here. So here I've added a basic user story for a voice agent appointment booking. So we want to test that functionality. So our AI generator will then ask any follow-up questions it has before generating scenarios. So it has asked some questions. I will answer those quickly. So I've asked the AI generator to generate 5 scenarios, but I can configure that number to anything. Next, I can provide it any extra knowledge context. For example, the target voice agent has a list of doctors, so I can also provide my tool that list here, so it can create more accurate scenarios. So here I've added the JSON file, which has all the available doctors. So the tool has now recommended a scenario mix with positive, negative edge cases, and also it has recommended which voice profile I should use. So I will generate 5 scenarios. So here it has generated all the scenarios. I will be saving those to the library. So uh, just from the user story, it has made scenarios with all the required information, the identity of the caller, and configuration thresholds, etc. So I will be running one of the AI generated. So for management of the scenarios and running those, we have a test repo module and run suite. So here we can have different suites and store the scenarios inside them. So I'll be running this newly added scenario here. So this scenario would be running against this voice agent, which is made for a health clinic. Then the core functionality is to provide the users with information about the available doctors, and it can also appoint bookings for them. So I'll be running the scenario. So here we can view the live conversation
Hi, I'd
between
like
the
to
caller
schedule an
bot
appointment
and
with
the
Dr.
target
Sarah
voice agent.
Mitchell, please. Can you tell me what her availability looks like this week?
I'd be happy to help. Let me check Dr. Mitchell's availability for the rest of this week. Great news! Dr. Mitchell has excellent availability all week. She's open today through Friday, with plenty of time slots available each day starting at 9 a.m. What day and time would work best for you?
That sounds perfect. Could we book an appointment for Thursday at 11 a.m.?
Perfect. Thursday at 11 a.m. works great. Before I book that for you, I'll need a few quick details. What's your full name, phone number, and what's the reason for your visit today?
Sure, my name is Alice Johnson and my phone number is 555-0199. I'm scheduling for a routine checkup.
Wonderful, Alice. Let me confirm the details. Thursday, May 28th at 11 a.m. with Dr. Sarah Mitchell for a routine checkup. I am going to book that for you now. Perfect. Your appointment is all set. Your reference ID is apt10579935. You're scheduled with Dr. Sarah Mitchell on Thursday, May 28th at 11 a.m. for your routine checkup. We'll see you then.
Thank you so much for your help. I appreciate the efficient service. Have a great day.
So the conversation has ended here, and now our tool is evaluating the conversation based on the metrics and the assertions we have. So it has passed the test, and we can view the details of the evaluation in the run history. So this is the detailed evaluation report, which gives the overall outcome, different scores, and different measures such as the end-to-end latency. We can also hear the call recording again, and then there are different scores, also the reason of why our tool passed or failed the test case, also how many assertions got failed or passed. Then these are uh, the different metrics we currently have for judging the conversation for this executed scenario. So we have metrics such as word error rate, etc., and any metrics can be added here as per the requirement. So we, for example, have metrics for NLU and intent recognition, latency breakdown. This is where the dialogues are judged. So we check for any loop detection, context retention, contradiction handling, etc. And here we can see the transcript of the call, all the uh, turns between the agents. Each turn has its own metrics scores, and we can replay the recording here as well. So for reporting, all this evaluation report can be downloaded for in the form of CSV or PDF.